Okay, we're on to the sanding. And this one crossbar had a lot of wormholes. So I just filled it with putty and letting it dry. And he is using the orbital sander and sanding the pieces. This has been sanded. He used 150 grit, I believe. 120. So you done got all the pieces sanded?
No, I'm getting ready to do the
Okay.
legs now. The legs is last.
All right. So he's getting ready to bring the legs out here and sand them. And then this should be dry enough after that he can sand it. Structurally, it would have been fine. We're just wanting it to look good now. This is the sandpaper he's using. We don't need to go down any finer on it because I'm going to be chalk painting this and then sealing it with polyurethane. So it just needs to be a good sanding on it. He's did the center bars and the crossbars out there, and he's got the aprons done. All he's got to do is these 3 legs yet, and then we can start gluing it up. And hopefully this evening, he's hoping maybe we can get the first coat of chalk paint on it. Or I don't know, I guess he's got to do the apron first. We decided to sand it before we glued it all up so it would make it easier. We wanted the edges to stay sharp until it's put together, and then we'll break the edges.
All right, I flipped these posts over. Everything's sanded with 120. That's good enough for the assembly. But first I flip the legs over, and I gotta put adjusters in the bottom of the legs. And that's what I'm doing now, is marking the center of the leg. All right, what we're getting ready to do now, I used my square to get the center of this is the bottom of the legs, where you've got 1.25 inch spade. I wanted to use my Forstner bit, but I left it at work. So what this is for the inserts that I got. So you want these inserts right down in the center, and then we'll show you step by step how to do it. But the first thing you got to do is make this 1.25 inch hole for these levelers. Man,
About halfway.
About halfway. Man, that's hard to hold all that. Perfect. You on? Okay, so what you want to do here, I got that first hole drilled, or at least this is how we do it. I drill it roughly 7/16 deep, so if you eyeball across that, you probably can't see it at that angle, but if you eyeball across that, just the top of this is above that. Why you want to do that is if your adjusters is screwed all the way in, this won't be hitting on your rug or on your floor or whatever. It'll be the bottom of the leveler. That's why you want to do that. That's the whole point of this. And then if your floor is way out of level, which I don't think ours is too bad, but you can reach in there with a wrench on these, just like an adjustable wrench or whatever, and you can raise and lower what you need to do. That's the whole point of most of this. But anyway, this is how we do it. Now next, I'll set up my drill with a 27/64 and drill down deep enough to where which is 2 inches, I think, if I remember correctly. So this won't bottom out in the leg, and then we'll put the insert in, and I'll show you that in a minute. All right, I just grabbed any bit out of my tray. This one happens to be a 15/64. So all I'm doing is go ahead, and this is basically a pilot hoe. So the bigger bit won't get so carried away. It gets kind of rugged sometimes. Now see, I've got a good pilot hoe for all of them, and we'll do the other legs the same way. This is my drill guide. It's just a cheap version. Big Gator tools. I actually got these off of Amazon a long time ago. I use them at work all the time. They help you stay vertical is the whole point of these. They're really for metal. This is for a metal pipe, but they work great in woodworking as well. And since these legs are so tall, I've got a small drill press. Of course, they won't fit on the drill press, so that's why I'm doing it by hand. I got my other drill guide. I got them all the way up to a 1/2 inch. It's the same brand, Big Gator tools. You can buy the set on Amazon. I think they used to be around $33 or something like that. This is the bigger one. This goes up from 3/8 up to 1/2, and that other one was an 1/8 up to 3/8. So I'm not affiliated with them or nothing. I'm just telling you what I use. The woodpeckers, if you're a woodworker at all, you know what woodpeckers is. They've got a drill guide for your drill and all that stuff. Real nice piece, but it's out of my budget.
Yeah.
Wow. Should be deep enough. What I'm doing now is I'm using the countersink for that insert to fit in. Yeah, I usually have drivers for this, but I don't have a driver here. Guess what? It's at work. is. Now your leg goes in. It's just off the top, which is exactly what you want. And then if you need to level it, you can get an Allen wrench that fits in here and raise it up. Or if you got to go way up, like I said earlier, you can once you get up to a level, then you can get a wrench on this part down here. But a small Allen wrench will also work. But anyway, that's what these are for. That's the whole situation for doing all this, is mainly so you got levelers, and also to keep this off the carpet or a real expensive wood floor or anything like that. These won't mess with wood floors. You can get these about anywhere. We buy them by the boxes at work. But you can get these inserts and these off of Amazon or anywhere, pretty well any woodworking place or any hardware place. I don't know if you can buy these at Home Depot or not. I would think that you could, but I don't know that. So you have to find them. I know they sell them on Amazon because that's where I was going to get these from. Yeah, I usually have drivers for this, but I don't have a driver here. Guess what? It's at work. There it is. Now your leg goes in. It's just off the top, which is exactly what you want. And then if you need to level it, you can get an Allen wrench that fits in here and raise it up. Or if you got to go way up, like I said earlier, you can once you get up to a level, then you can get a wrench on this part down here. But a small Allen wrench will also work. But anyway, that's what these are for. That's the whole situation for doing all this, is mainly so you got levelers, and also to keep this off the carpet or a real expensive wood floor or anything like that. These won't mess with wood floors. You can get these about anywhere. We buy them by the boxes at work. But you can get these inserts and these off of Amazon or anywhere, pretty well any woodworking place or any hardware place. I don't know if you can buy these at Home Depot or not. I would think that you could, but I don't know that. So you have to find them. I know they sell them on Amazon because that's where I was going to get these from. All right. A good wet rag is your friend.
Mm-hmm. Easier to get now than when it's dry. Okay, we didn't get much footage of it being glued together, but we do have all the joints are glued now, and he put the apron piece on this end and the other end. We have to do these sides yet. Did get the cross beam in, didn't have a clamp long enough, so we used a ratchet strap. So we've got these bars sitting in here so everything stays level while it dries.
Yeah, I had to cut something and shim it to make everything square this way. And we used this because this side was a little bit shorter than this side. So I had to make something that would get both sides even. So now it should be square. Everything matches up and everything measures the same. So we'll let it dry probably till tomorrow. That way we don't have to worry about breaking nothing loose and all that. Again, we did use the dominoes in these joints. This joint, that joint, and this joint. And we're using number 2 screws on these aprons and gluing them as well. And then it'll get side aprons yet that I'll put on probably in the morning at some point.
All right, he filled up some holes, so he's doing one final sand with the sanding, and then we'll be ready to start painting. Okay, we brought the base in yesterday and we put 2 coats of the chalk paint on here. We didn't bring you along for the painting. We did that yesterday. And today we're putting the polyurethane on. It's a water-based and it's good for chalk paint. So we just got, Jeff just finished with full coat of the first round of the polyurethane. And probably later on tonight, hopefully, we'll put the second. We'll let it dry for 24 hours. And this will be ready to assemble. And that's going to be a job in itself because it takes at least 4 men to lift that top. So, but we can see the finish line. We're excited. We've got the chairs for it already. Found a deal on Marketplace. And we'll bring you along for whenever we get ready to start assembling. But looks really good. It looks really farmhouse themed. I can't wait to see it together. Okay, I'm in my back room. This is like the catch-all room, so ignore all the mess. But the base is done, completely dry. And we're getting ready. We actually put our old table and chairs on Marketplace, and it sold yesterday. Next step is attaching this to the top, and we will be done. So we're getting close. I've got the spot all ready here. This is where the table's going to go, and this is the top. When we got it finished, we come in here and we just leaned it so it wouldn't be in the elements. So we've got a big heavy quilt on it so it was protected. So we've got the top facing out. So all we got to do is lay this down onto the rug, and then we'll bring the base in and set it on top of it upside down. We've done got the holes pre-drilled to attach it. So then all it'll be, we'll have to get some help up here to flip it up on its right side. So yeah, another day or two, and we're going to be putting chairs, which I've got my chairs cleaned. They're sitting everywhere. I've got 2 here. I got 4 on the other side of the living room. I got 2 in the back room. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, we're close. We'll show you when we get going. Okay, we've got the base in here. We've got the facing side of the table down. And then he's just lining up the base on it now. As soon as he gets it all squared up, he can drill the holes and get the screws in.
is.
So yeah, it's done. All we've got to do is get about 3 more men up here to help us flip it. And then we'll show you what it looks like setting right. And there it is. We've got our chairs all around it. They don't match exactly, but they're going to buy us some time till Jeff can get the benches made. He's getting ready for shoulder surgery here, so probably be next year before he gets the benches. I'm really liking it. There's the base underneath it. I've got cushions that's going to be ordered today to set in the seats, brown to match everything. I bought that braided rug beginning of this year or the end of last year. It's because I knew it would, a big long rectangle, so it would set on it. Now I've got some decorating to do, but this concludes the farmhouse dining table build. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, bye for now.